Outcaster Radio.
Good morning, Outcasters. This is Captain Tanaka, tuning in from the transmission station on the far side of Lunar 9, the fifth moon of Dravalis Prime in the Orionis Verge. It's March 26th, 2143. And after nearly a month of traveling and navigating unexpected obstacles, we've officially delivered the distress signal to the Vanguard Council. There's relief in knowing the message is in the right hands, but waiting has never been this crew's strong suit. Today, all we can do is stand by and hope the Federation sees things the way we do. For now, let's break the cosmic silence a bit. Here's Wavelength Reverie by Astravance. A track for transitions, both subtle and seismic.
Ever since we arrived, those Federation patrol crafts haven't stopped making rounds.
Correction. One patrol craft hasn't stopped making rounds around our bomber.
Oh, hell. That's Krenner. I lost a bet to him 3 stations ago and still owed him 200 credits.
So, just to clarify, we're not being shadowed because we're suspicious. We're being shadowed because you're bad at cards?
Heads up, Joe. I think he just stuck his tongue out at you.
Oh, real mature, Krenner. Real professional.
You should probably pay the man before he starts charging interest.
All right.
Outcaster Radio.
Broadcast by the Fed 57 frequency.
Next up is Purring Companion by Helena Hale, a musician who composed her first album while traveling on a colony ship. She says the engine rhythms played a major role in her signature sound.
Anyone heard from Chapman? He said he'd help me recalibrate my external sensors.
He's down at the transmission station. Something about needing to spread his artistry across the cosmos.
Uh-oh. What's he doing this time?
He's trying to convince the station techs to let him broadcast his latest love ballad to Lolly from the Seraphim.
That's so cute!
He does realize this station is strictly for fleet communications, right?
Uh-huh. Which is why he's telling them that it would seal intergalactic diplomacy with a perfect chord.
That's bold.
That's Chapman.
Here's Infinite Pulse by Lyra Finn.
Outcaster Radio.
distress signal in the first place? All we've got is a ship name, Gesmac 3.
And their last known coordinates from deep in the Andros periphery.
The Andros periphery. At the Academy, people used to call it the place where things and people go to disappear. I always thought it was just to scare first-year cadet.
It's scary, all right, but very much truthful.
So, what's actually out there? Planets? Empty space?
A little of both. Sparse colonies, abandoned mines, stretches of nothing. They call them dead corridors. Ships go in and don't come out. No wreckage, no comms, nothing. Just gone.
Old miners talk about strange lights. Blinding bright. Next thing they know, their systems are toast and they're stuck.
Or worse, a friend of a friend of a friend told me about a crew that boarded a derelict ship out there. Said it looked fine from the outside, but once they got on board, no crew.
Yikes.
Yikes indeed. Everything's still running too. Engines, life support, even dinner on the table, just empty.
That sounds more like a cosmic campfire story to scare some kids.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
All right, so we delivered the message. What now? Do you think the fleet's gonna mobilize?
Hard to say. That signal felt big. Bigger than just a regular distress call. But we're way out here and the fleet's spread thin.
They could send a larger ship higher in the ranks to investigate.
But let's be real. We're the closest military craft to those coordinates by at least 1,000 parsecs.
Yes, they'd be smart to send us. We've already got the context and the head start.
Or they could decide it's not their problem. The fleet has their priorities, and sometimes those priorities aren't the ones that make sense to us.
Outcaster Radio.
This transmission is
Not
Federation approved.
To close out, here's Chronotides by Alara Muse. All right, crew. I've just heard back from the Council. Here's the official directive. We are to resume our regular patrol route immediately and take no further action regarding the distress signal.
Wait, what? That's it? We just walk away?
Called it. They don't want us stirring the pot.
So all that effort to decode and deliver the message, and they're telling us to forget it?
They didn't phrase it quite like that, but their disapproval of our time spent on the matter was evident.
But we're the only ones close enough to investigate. How can they just ignore it?
Outcasters, let's put some distance between us before our slap on the wrist turns into a pair of handcuffs. Today we delivered a message. That's a simple statement. but its implications stretch far beyond the words themselves. Sometimes it's about strategy, sometimes protocol, and sometimes it's about something else entirely. As always, Outcasters, stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, we may be far from home, but we're never alone. This is Captain Tanaka, signing off.
Outcaster Radio.